everybody. This is the Badger, and welcome to a special animated podcast. This is the first of 2023, and you know what it is? It's products and small businesses that we love. And with us today is Alex Rauens. He is the owner and creator for A41 Clothing. Hi, Alex. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. I'm really excited to actually be here, and I actually did not know this the first podcast for the year, so it's pretty exciting to know that this is I'm the first one for the year.
You are our first podcast for things that we love, promote products that we love, and small businesses that we love all year round. And this actually is the first time we're doing these as animated podcasts. So you're going to be exposed to all of our followers' Spotify video podcast and our brand spanking new YouTube channel that we just started in November of 2022. So we're excited about where we're going with these podcasts, and we're getting a really great reception. So welcome. Let's get started with some background. Your clothing line is called A41, which stands for all for one. Where did that come from?
It all started from just being myself. Actually, looking back at throughout everything I've done throughout the year, I've noticed that as in myself, I actually do a lot better working with a bunch of people, and I have my best moments when I'm around people that bring such positive energy and everything. So I like to bring that to a clothing brand where everything that I put out has a storyline to it of how I went through my life. Actually, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, people will know my story through my clothing.
Oh, that's very cool. I noticed while looking at your clothing line that you have some clothing that are directly related to animes that you love. And we are huge. We have a lot of listeners that come from that deep felt love of anime. So why don't you talk about those specific clothing products that are tied to Naruto, correct?
We do have a few items directed to Naruto. We have a Pain collection where the main character of that whole collection is Pain. He is one of my favorite characters. Actually, his storyline behind how he grew up and how he turned out to be. The way people see Pain is obviously he's one of a villain, but his story, he just approached it a different way. It is very similar to Naruto. So I just like to I actually connect to Pain more than I actually do to Naruto himself.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have a lot of Naruto fans that listen to our station called Music You Can See Radio, which is all soundtracks from anime, movies, manga, dramas from all over the world, which a lot of dramas from the Asian culture, Asian countries, China, Japan, Korea, they're mostly based off mangas. So we get a lot of people that go to our website and visit us, listeners, who love that connection back to anime. So that'll be a great fit. So why don't you, I'm seeing a new line that you had just recently come out with, the Broken Heart. Was that Broken Heart? Correct me.
The Broken Happiness collection.
Broken Happiness collection. That is really interesting. Why didn't you explain to the listeners where that came from?
So Broken Happiness really came from the whole idea of me looking through a bunch of my notes in my phone where I do write poetry, and a lot of my poetry came from a broken time where there's times where I lost friends, I've lost people I was close to in violence, and as far as relationship wise too, everything was dark. So Broken Happiness came about by all those moments where I felt broken as far as separating from somebody, I did always have happiness, and it wasn't always a good happiness. It was one of the happiness that I put up for people to know that I was okay and not hurting. So the whole point of broken happiness is, regardless of what you go through in life, you don't get nowhere without happiness. You could achieve whatever you can, whatever you want in life, as long as you're happy, it's gonna be a good thing. If you achieve something that you've always wanted and wasn't happy, it's not something that you're gonna want. You always want to be happy at whatever you're doing.
That's great. Wonderful. Um, let's talk a little bit about this. You live in California, and you are very proud of where you live at in California, and you have a line that represents that, correct? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yes, I actually do have a Long Beach bread collection, meaning when you search up Long Beach, especially if you want to get see their clothing, a lot of it is Long Beach clothing, Long Beach native, everything that comes around that whole story of Long Beach clothing. They were born and raised there. My Long Beach bread edition shirts that I have are people that weren't born in Long Beach but was raised by Long Beach. Long Beach has its own community, has its own culture. A lot of people don't realize what Long Beach is until they show up to Long Beach. Now, that a lot of people have confusions of Long Beach and LA. There is a difference when you talk to somebody from LA versus when you talk to somebody from Long Beach. There's differences between the two, and I like to separate Long Beach from LA, even though we are a part of LA County.
I totally get that. I'm from a part of Washington, and when you tell people, "Oh, I live in Puyallup," and they are like, they have no clue what I'm talking about. Because everybody, anytime you say you live in Washington, they immediately think you live in Seattle.
Right.
And Seattle and Puyallup, totally two different vibes, right? So I get it.
Definitely.
Like where your community is your community, and and the vibe and the feeling and the heart of where you live is very different from the heart of where someone else lives. So reaching
Definitely.
back into the community. Okay. So where can we find all of your amazing products other than the webpage that we're going to put links to your products on our We Love This webpage where we promote all of the products that we love, and all the small businesses that we promote. People want to follow you on social media and check out where they can buy your products at. Where do they go?
They could go on Instagram and search up A41 clothing. They could go on Facebook as well and search up A41. We also are on Pinterest on A41 clothing. There is a website called Shop, or an app called Shop. We are also on that, where you could just look up A41. We're also on eBay as well. And we have a Linktree account as well with A41 clothing, where it has all the links to where you could reach us and see all of our stuff.
Oh, okay, great. And we'll put those links also next to your animated podcast. We'll put a list of links for people to be able to go and follow your Instagram, follow you on Facebook, follow you wherever, and then be able to go buy products from your line.
Okay, yeah.
So perfect. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day today to join me. We're really excited to be promoting all of your amazing clothing. Is there anything else you want to say to those listeners out there as why they should buy from you? What makes you special? Why should we be buying your line?
Mostly because a lot of us do relate to each other, whether it be something of common interest or something of emotion. A lot of my clothing and my storylines, they connect to a lot of people. So whether you purchase something on the website or even share, I I would actually like you to share the messages as far as purchasing as well. Share the message of the clothing brand. We also do have a discount going on right now. Three new collections, which is the Broken Happiness, the Feared collection, and the Loyalty to the End collection. Those three collections, if you purchase anything from there, you do get a 10% discount.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for joining me today on this podcast. And we hope you tons and tons of success in the future, and keep touching base with us. And if you have any super cool lines coming up, let us know so we can promote those too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. This is the Badger, and thank you so much for joining us on this special Products We Love and Small Businesses We Love podcast. Have a great day. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Alex.
Bye. Thank you guys for coming and listening to us as well.